So I want to talk about something that my brother told me. So you guys have probably noticed I refer to Jesus and Lucifer as my brothers. So a lot of people don't like Lucifer, don't like that word, don't like that term. However, I hate to break it to you, my friends. You have Lucifer in you. Just like you have Jesus in you. You can call it. Here's where I need you to separate what you consider Jesus and Lucifer to be through what you've been told and understand what I'm really saying. So you can refer to it as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You can refer to it as dark and light. You can refer to it as yin and yang. I just like Jesus and Lucifer. Those are my words. I've obviously used these words. I've not bent on using these words. However, if you have not told, I've cleaned up my language. I have taken things out of my face. I feel like I've been presented with an opportunity to do good things. And I was very stubborn about not bending on myself and the way I speak and all this. And then I realized I could reach more people if I cleaned it up. So I'm cleaning it up. So this is what my brother told me. He said that it's sad, in all honesty, that people remain in hell when the door is wide open. When the door is open, it's been open. He then went on to say that what keeps people in hell, Jesus told you what keeps you in hell too. I'll go over that, but this is something that Jesus didn't say, that Lucifer said. Guilt. Guilt keeps you in hell. So what did Jesus say would send you to hell and keep you in hell? Well, he said something similar. He essentially said that in order to truly go to hell, you need basically greed and lust. But he wasn't saying this in like you lusting for someone. He's meant this, I truly believe mentally, that you will go to hell, just like Lucifer. Hell is mental. It's not this physical place. In my opinion, it could be. I don't know. Don't believe so, though. So Lucifer said guilt keeps you in hell, sends you to hell and keeps you there. Jesus said that looking after other people, comparing, basically a comparison game. You compare yourself to other people, their possessions, what they're doing. You judge other people and what they're doing. You lust after other people's possessions. That will send you to hell. So, but what does that mean? It's very obvious what this means, what Jesus said, but maybe there's a little clue in there about what Lucifer said. Well, what have you done that's making you feel guilty? Because if you dive deep enough into this mind and you connect deep enough with God, or whatever word you want to use here, you will receive redemption. The guilt will be erased. You have to forgive yourself, though. So, just some words there. Because I'm not saying they, like there's not a they, but what would keep you stuck in hell? It absolutely would be guilt. It would be anxiety and depression about the past and the future. And it would be comparison of your life to others. When you have zero clue what other people go through. None. And it took... I'm just telling you guys, I know people that you think would have it made. Like, seriously, you think their life was perfect. And they're the most miserable people I've known. Never happy, complain about everything, constantly talking about other people, constantly getting into a drama, constantly berating themselves and others as an extension of this. Most miserable people I know, man. In this, I had to take a hard look at my life and realize I was surrounding myself with these types of people. And I excused it because I was like, man, these are my friends. This is my family. These are people that have been in my life for a while. And I don't know about you all, but I mean, I'm over the drama. I'm out of the drama business. I want to go into the love and fairy tales and comedy business. So it's very unfortunate sometimes. I'm not saying don't plant seeds, because seeds need to be planted, but sometimes you're not doing yourself any service trying to help people that are constantly see, there's certain people out here, man, that I truly would. It's like the lifeguard reference. Like, you cannot go out and save someone if they're going to drown you because they're panicking. There's an unwritten rule, or maybe it's a written rule, I have no clue, in lifeguarding that says this. And I do think this is very valid. I do. However, there's a select few people I would risk that for, but it appears to me that I've cared more than other people have cared about themselves. And me putting that much energy and effort into them, I completely didn't put it into myself. So, and it was drowning me, man. So let's get into forgiveness. Actually, let's go back to this, because this is essentially what I truly believe how this system keeps you trapped within it. It presents you all this stuff, it builds up fear, it builds up anxiety. It makes you believe that you can only do a few things here to get by, and then it's a weird cycle of, again, work, sleep, eat, work, eat, sleep, spend a little bit of free time, and chase money. And they've got people so brainwashed that they will admit this is the root cause of the majority of their problems, but then they will defend it. And then I would give a little rant / lecture here, but it would sound exactly like Morpheus from The Matrix. And that is, I'm not trying to go watch The Matrix. I mean, that's a documentary, in my opinion. So it's incredibly touching and insane. I don't know what else to say about that, because this is like this is really what I've realized, is that is what keeps you stuck, is people wanting you to go along with their delusion and their fairy tale, and then guilt tripping you when you refuse to do it, or when you don't give them the emotions, or you don't react the way they expect you or want you to react. I told you acting days are over. I'm not putting on an act. I'm not an actor. I'm not a sellout. I'm not any of these things. I'm just coming to you and trying to help you out. And I've again, in these videos, I believe 80% of the time I nailed this in and delivered this message. 20% of the time, man, I was hurt. I had a chip on my shoulder. I said things the way I shouldn't have said. I should have went behind myself and clarified what I truly meant by it. And I talked a bunch of trash. And I feel guilty for that. Or I did. So I'm just saying, man, women, children, my friend, my brother, my sister, The key to freedom, peace, and happiness lies within your own mind. It lies within the people you choose to be around. It lies within the decisions you make. It lies within the habits you have. But here's the good thing. If you can love yourself and forgive yourself and get to the root cause and start correcting your thoughts and the way you behave, open that heart up, the rest of those things magically fade away like they were never there. So again, this is a trust file. This is a trust exercise. Have faith, keep trust, stay in the moment. Forgive yourself. Love yourself. And go talk to people about these things. Because I did not have anyone when I was going through this. I had a few people, but they weren't there, I believe, the way I have been there for people. And what I really needed when I was going through that was just for someone to tell me, man, it's okay. You're not alone. You're loved. You're doing a lot better than you think you're doing. You're on to something bigger than you think you're on to. And there is beautiful light at the end of a tunnel. That's why I go out of my way to make these videos. That's why I've went out of my way to spend hours and hours and hours talking to people via phone calls and text messages or whatever. So I just want to say you're not alone. I want to say I love you. I want to say that you're doing amazing. You're stronger than you believe you are. You're more powerful than you think you are. Everything is a plan. We've pulled this plan off. You will see this. So, I love you. I'm always here for you. I'm not hard to find. I'm not hard to get in touch with. So it is a game of form and the play of life. I'm me talking to you. You will understand that. And this is what we do. Again, every move was calculated. This was not a guessing game. It never was a guessing game. I love you.